Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes offense will start this game off. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make... catch. Gonna have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And they're starting to bring some noise here on this early 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He's got great speed, and the returner is stopped. So Alabama's offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Hodges. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
how nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
They give him the rock again on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw. It's Nolan. Out of the backfield, he's open. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
At first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to run for it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the tight end. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
He gets a block. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Finds the tight end. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. The Buckeyes are on the move. He wants to throw. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in. Nice start for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete in the middle.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now in how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. They needed less than a yard, didn't hesitate, didn't think about the field goal. Probably a little long for that, but they get the 1st down.
And now that you've got it in a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. You're sort of in that fringe area. There are a lot of coaches that like to take shots at this specific juncture of the field. Let's see what the offense does here.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Quarterback checking the play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll pull it down. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on 3rd down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down close inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have some design QB runs or give him a run-pass option on the perimeter. See if he can punch it in after that big gainer.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. On 2nd and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Still running at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
Makes the grab outside. It's Batista. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's complete on the right side. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Looking to throw on second down. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete. Coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Drilled as he throws, and they... Fourth down with the heat.
Situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Back to pass, it's Nolan. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And now on second down for this offense. Off play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. That pass not close. Got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. At the 45 on his way. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Madden.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Running the option, it's Nolan. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A first down for the offense. Now they'll run it to the right here. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Leaves it with the back. Just ran him over. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Skips away from pressure. Pulls it in. It's Moreno. Bounced off his feet.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Wants to throw on third down. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Alabama quickly back to the line. Using his feet. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Slips through the line. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, they'll take to the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Buckeyes in the hurry up. Fast motion from the offense. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. Gets it out fast. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Off the deflection. Missed a great chance. Turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. Get it out on the screen. Steamrolls his way ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide out in motion. They're going to throw it again. The sure hands, it's Baker. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Caught on the outside, it's Madden. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll line up for a second down play. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Back to throw, it's Nolan. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The offense set for a 1st down play. They go to the ground.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. He's going to pass. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass play.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown tie. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Texas State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in San Marcos. They'll enjoy this one all week. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch near the 50. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Working on the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Quarterback keeper bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Alabama! And the route is on. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and outs.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Back to pass. It's Nolan. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third. And that pass picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab over the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. To the air, it's Nolan. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Drop. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Pressure coming. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse